Hola, guys. Happy Saturday. So I'm at Lowe's checking out the clearance, and I noticed that they have these succulents that they spray painted. Y'all remember I was telling y'all about them fake little flowers hot glued on top of the cactus at Walmart? This makes me sad. This cannot be good for the plant. Look at that. There are a few more here. I'm trying to see how much they'd be on clearance. I have a few in my basket. I couldn't resist, guys. These are bug eaters. Let me look. Bug eating plants.
They did?
They're dying. That's why they're on clearance. You think we could bring it back to life?
No.
I don't know nothing about these. I like these, but I stopped buying them because the cats would eat them. Oh, there's another one of these over here. I have one of these already. They're 50% off of that. Sorry, I got distracted. I wanted one of these, but the cats eat them. This is $22.98, but I think they're on sale for $15. Yep, they're $15. I want one. Is this a monstera? Oh, it's a philodendron. I really want one of these. Target is doing the most. I don't know what these are. What are these? Just novelty figurals. Look. Adorable. Soda pop. Oh, that's cute. I thought they were Coke, but that's cute. Look at this adorable little candle. It's a martini with olives. They have an alfresco spritz. Cute. Look at this wide-mouthed fish vase. How adorable. I know I'm using that a whole lot, but it really is. Martini glasses. Are these... Oh, those are glass canisters. Here are the little cups I bought last time. And the little watering can I got last time as well. Look, grow kits.
Those when I was like 7 years old and 6 years old.
Look at this gorgeousness. But I only see one pink one. Look at these guys. These are so neat looking. Look at that pretty blue. Pretty rose. Look at this beautiful storage foot of the bed ottoman, and look at this one. No storage, but love it. So pretty. You guys, Lego compatible sushi. That is the cutest stinking thing. I want. For those of us old enough to remember, the fact that he has replaceable hands is not cool. Happy Mother's Day Eve. We are home up out the streets. We stayed out longer than we had intended to. Little dude is getting his airsoft ready for a little target practice. And I have no idea where to begin with all the projects that I want to get done. I didn't, again, expect to be out as late as I was. but I want to keep myself busy. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, and I just want to get some projects done. That is my gift to myself, to get some projects done. And I got just about everything that I needed to get some stuff done that needed to be done. I got a replacement hose for one of the two that I have back there. Do you see that little purple towel? Yeah, that is to cover up a nasty leak in one of the lengths of hose that I have. So that's going in the trash. Hola, Martincito. Gonna replace it with that. I went clearance plant crazy, guys. Clearance plant crazy. Look at this beautiful baby. I mean, she wasn't in bad shape. She has a few dead leaves that I'm gonna sprinkle out. Maybe just repot it. And she's lovely. And she was clearance for $7, I believe. This one was a twofer. This one and its little twin over here were both in the clearance section, but one had the barcode scratched off and the other one didn't. Originally, one of them, I can't remember which, their original price was 32 and some cents. Anything over $20 on clearance at Lowe's is 15 off. So one was going to be $16, and I'm like, it's a really pretty arrangement. You have some of these vining thingies. You have mother-in-law plant or snake plant, and then you have this little hairy fern. So I thought $16 for 3 different plants was going to be a good deal. But I wanted the cashier to tell me which one was on clearance and which one wasn't. She said, well, if the barcode is not scratched off, then it is full price. But she went ahead and gave me the deal anyway because it was sitting over there with the clearance. She goes, probably somebody looked at it, decided they didn't want it, and just left it there. She goes, but I'll go ahead and give you the discount for it. So I got my mommy one. That's who I was kind of looking for. I was trying to see what I can get myself into for her. And the few plants that I've bought her are doing okay. So I'm like, why not? So I got her hers, and I got me mine. I'm going to give her the better of the two, but they're both very pretty. But I'm going to give her the better of the two. One of them has a snake plant that's really, really more boom than the other. But that was clearance. This guy, and that little ivy right there. Pulgas! Tienes pulgas! I got 2 of these sad, struggling little jalapenos. They were 2 something. And I'm like, I want to fill my jalapeno pot with a few more. Because this one that I planted is doing okay, but it's a little slow. So I'm thinking maybe if I put one in there, it'll help it. As well as one of the ones that I have in the back. So they're each getting a little companion. This little ivy was another clearance. It rang up for $2, I think. And the reason I want this one is because y'all remember I was trying to put a plant in that little lantern cagey thing in here, y'all remember, but none of my potted spider plants fit in it. I'm assuming even if I repot it into a prettier pot, it will fit in here, and if I don't forget to water it, I think this will be a nice little home for it, and it'll add some greenery, some live greenery to this bed. Yes, it is time to mow again. I got the cheapest spray paint I could find because I am finally going to spray paint those tires in the back. I got 4 celosias, 2 orange, 1 yellow, and 1 beautiful ruby color. You can't really tell how gorgeous this shade is, but it is beautiful. These were only $1.98 each, I believe. $1 something. Yep, $1.98. And I had these last year, and they were doing so well. But the plant that I planted them with grew over them and then they died without full sun. So now I'm just going to dedicate a pot to these all by themselves. I think it'll be lovely. Forgive the screaming. My neighbors are tripping. They have stupid music on, all loud. I got a small can of this oil stain because I fell in love with this little flower stand, or I'm sorry, plant stand at Knickknacks. You guys, I had to have it. It was amazeballs. It was beautiful. I loved it, but it is in need of some color, so I'm gonna stain it as close to the color as I can to the wood in my dining room, because this is gonna hold a plant in there. I got a new pot for my fiddly fern. It is definitely in need of a repot. I got my birdseed out because I need to feed, I need to fill one of my bird feeders in the back. But I don't know where to begin. I want to do all of it and it's already creeping up on 8 o'clock. I want to do it all, guys. I want to do it all. Do you need the light on back here? No. But I think I'm going to start with repotting Franny the fern because she's struggling a little. Her tips are getting a little crispy because no matter how much I water her, there's not enough soil in there for all her roots. So I'm going to repot her first. And then maybe I'll stain the little plant stand. I need to check the weather. I need to make sure it's not going to rain because I don't like the way stain smells. I don't want to have it in the house while it dries. Picked up a few other little things throughout the week. Y'all saw that I went here and there. So I'll show you guys that stuff, but let me get some use out of the rest of this day because tomorrow I'm spending it with my mama. It just feels good to sit down, y'all. Ooh, mosquitoes are out here. They better not block me in. They're gonna block me in. They better not block me in. That's what I thought. I'm sorry I'm being that neighbor. I'm nothing if I'm not courteous, okay? And I try and respect my neighbors, everything. But it looked like somebody was gonna block my my driveway. I'm not going anywhere, but still, it's principalities, okay? But I'm starting off with a little ivy that I'm gonna put into the little lantern thingy. Roots are okay, but definitely needs new homing. And I have just the teeniest little bit of soil left over to get this job done. So there's the little lantern with the repotted ivy. Yes, I should have cleaned the pot, but I want to get a few more little projects done. I like it, and once it fills out the pot and starts climbing up, I think it's gonna be lovely. You see that thing? It's to scrape the mud off your shoes. Well, I tripped on that, fell forward onto the chair, hit the bars, side of my head got just a tiny little owie. But it wouldn't be me if I didn't have some kind of shenanigans when I'm happy. So until my next go around, I love y'all bunches. Bye.